Welcome to MPItv, sponsored by Visit Los Cabos, where we're uncovering what gender equality and creating an equal learning opportunity for meeting attendees looks like after a quick message from our sponsor, Visit Los Cabos. Meetings are meant to be a positive experience for people to connect, talk business, and learn, all while being their true, authentic self. That's the case for men and women. Jackie Mulligan with shopappy.com wrote an incredible article in the August issue of The Meeting Professional, and she joins us now to discuss. Jackie, what is the overall message you want to convey from your article?
When you're bringing someone to a meeting, it's a whole human being you're bringing who is making a sacrifice of time to spend with you, has other commitments, may have emotions, feelings, guilt, etc. And that isn't just women, that is men too. So what we thought at the end of the discussion, and as I wrote the article and started to consolidate the points we talked about, is that if you produce more open meetings that accept a whole human being, you will have more productive meetings.
And of course, that productivity is creating an open learning environment where attendees feel comfortable asking questions, engaging with speakers, and with one another. So what are some good examples of productive learning environments you've experienced at events?
I've been to some horrendous conferences as well as some brilliant ones, and the most horrendous ones are where you listen to a speaker who sounds extremely intelligent and marvellous, and then at the end somebody says, has anybody got any questions? And they leave about 2 or 3 minutes and say, oh, no? Okay then. And you can be sure when you look around the room, everybody's got hundreds of questions. And of course, when it closes, what happens? Everybody goes towards the speaker, and then you wait and wait and wait, and in the end you give up. Well, that's a failure, isn't it? That's a failure, because that meant that all of those people didn't feel comfortable in that setting to ask the question. So using technology can help, but also creating a little bit of democracy about the questions we like to ask and discussing it in smaller groups. Because the other thing is, you don't want people to leave a session going, wow, I didn't understand a thing. So it tends to be when people in a little teams and groups where they've made a little bit of an affinity with people around them, 3 or 4 people, that they feel more confident to speak out. That's a key thing. But also I've seen some fantastic conferences where a boombox has been used. There was one done by Michelle Lanham in London a while back, and it was on social psychology, and it was playful, you play with balloons and so on, and that playfulness creates a sense of what the academics call participative safety. If we feel safe in an environment, we're more likely to share. So having a little bit of playfulness around just playing with a balloon, because we're kids after all, aren't we? I mean, aren't we just masquerading and pretending to be grown up? So actually engaging with that playfulness then sort of breaks down those barriers, and we're all on the same level.
So we talk about creating productive learning environments for men and women and for professionals at different levels in their career. So when it comes to wardrobe, how can we create equal opportunities for attendees to feel comfortable?
If you still want to keep the formal attire, then do it, but accept that you're making people into an act there, and they are only acting one part of themselves, and that part of themselves they're acting right there is the business and transactional person. But the best outcomes from the relationship and the whole round person, which is often people just being a little bit more comfortable. And I just think we have to be more sensitive to that, and either, come on guys, stop the dress codes perhaps. Let people wear what they want and be who they are, because actually that's something that breaks down barriers. Or say there's a dress code and maybe surprise them and say it's actually got to be really casual sportswear. It's got to be, jeans. It's a casual Friday, because all of those good things that employers have done and organisations have done to make people get more informal in even very rigid organisations. And we don't want a meeting to be a rigid organisation. If it does that, it can't innovate, people can't create, people don't discuss. Networks aren't made.
Jackie, thank you for sharing your out-of-the-box solutions to creating learning experiences for everyone. Read Jackie's entire article in the August issue of The Meeting Professional. Thanks for joining us on MPItv, sponsored by Visit Los Cabos.